Hello, friends. All right, I've got a big goal, and I want to go through if this is something you're looking to do. What is going to take me in order to feel ready to rock and roll for the Mount Charleston Marathon, which is April 1st, 2023. I'm just going to go through my training block. I have an Excel sheet as an accounting. My day job is a controller, so spreadsheets are my friend. So this may get a little bit boring unless this is something that you are specifically training for. Hopefully this will help you. I did start, my training never really stopped. However, December really didn't log too many miles. I think it was like 160 miles for me. That's pretty low. So when I started taking it seriously was January 1st is when I officially launched my training block. And I'm just taking it day by day, looking at what the weekly totals are going to be. So grand total in this training block is going to be just over 900 miles of running. I do quite a few other workouts specifically for this channel where I do workout videos Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so I do have workouts that I record and edit for those specific days. So weekly totals, I'm just going to go through there, and then I'll go through a little bit more in depth as far as what this will look like, how I'm using each of these runs, and then how I'm progressing as far as starting out with getting the endurance aspect, the anaerobic side, and then I'm going to start to build in the aerobic side, which is my little bit more speed work. So first week was 70.5 miles. Really, January 1st, I always do at least 13 miles. So I did a full half marathon that day. So it normally wouldn't have been that high. So 70.5 miles week one. I just wrapped up week two, which is 69.4 miles. I ended up being a little bit more than that. I think it was a little over 70 miles. Next week is going to be 72 miles, 76, 74, 78, 82, 80. And then March, it is going to be where it starts to taper off a little bit. So 72, 76. After that, I'm going to start my taper. I'm going to do a 2-week taper. So 58 miles. Then 46, and then this is the week of the marathon. I will do 46 miles, which is majority of that is that marathon. So that's what the weekly mileage is going to look like. Monthly miles is January is going to be 288. We're going to do 314 miles in February, and then 298 miles in March. So big months for me. However, last year, I believe it was August, I did over 300. I think I did 310. And then October, I did another 300 miler. So it's not something that is going to be uncommon for me. But I am going to be doing more long runs. So the way I have set it up, I'm going to start Mondays and end. I look at Mondays, my start of my week, and then Sundays, the end of my week. So Mondays are those are going to be my pretty dang easy days. Only a morning 6-mile easy pace run. And then I'm going to do an upper body or full body workout in the evening. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the same, where normally I do an 8-mile run in the morning. And then I do a 6-mile progression run in the evening. I marked this red because I did not do my evening run on the 3rd. So anyway, the progression runs, the way I work those is it's either going to be right now it's just been a little bit harder effort, so it's been about a 7-minute mile or quicker. But come closer, starting in February, I'm going to do a true progression run, which I'm going to start it out a little bit easier. I'm going to get up to where I can get up into the 6-minute mile for my last few miles. I'll have a warm up, a cool down, and then I'm going to do progression where I get pretty dang fast along that 6-mile run. Wednesdays, another fairly easy day, only 8 miles in the morning, and then I'm going to do a Tabata workout in the Tabata or HIIT workout in the evening. We already covered Tuesday, Thursdays. Fridays are, I call them my rest days, but I still do a 6-mile easy morning run. Saturdays are my long, hard effort days, longer and harder days. So I am working those up. So last week was a 12-miler. This week I did a 14-miler. Then it goes up to 16, 18. Then 20 miles is the first week in February. I'll do my first 20-miler. Down to 18, up to 20, and then up to 22. I want back-to-back hard weeks. And these third and fourth 20-milers, I'm actually planning on doing at a harder effort. And then 18 miles the first week in March, and then another 20-miler. Again, that's going to be a harder effort. 14, 10, and then my marathon. So I'm planning on doing a total of 4 20-plus milers. Majority or half of those are going to be at an easy pace, which for me that means 8 minutes per mile. And then the harder effort ones, the last 2, I plan on doing sub 7 minutes, probably 7:30 or quicker on that first 20-miler, and that 22-miler. I'm planning on doing a sub 7-minute mile. And I'm going to replicate similar to the course, which is quite a bit of downhill and a few hills in there as well. And then I'm going to do a afternoon or evening HIIT or Tabata workout, 30 to 45 minutes. And then Sundays are my tempo days. That's going to be where I'm going to getting my speed. Right now, so this week I did a 6-mile tempo run. Last week I actually just wrapped up today's 8-mile tempo run. This one I did a 6:40, had a lot of elevation, so I definitely put in a little bit more effort, I would say, on this last week's tempo. This one I just barely finished up this morning. I did it on the treadmill, and I had my treadmill set to 6:30-minute mile, which was, I believe, was 9.2 miles per hour. And then the last, I believe it was the last 2 miles, I did it to 6:20. So it ended up being like a 6:25 minute per mile, and I'm going to start to keep going down on that. Eventually my goal is to do some of these in that 6-minute per mile tempo run. So that's the breakout. So it's mainly going to be tempo days, it's going to be my hard effort, and then these progression runs is where I'm going to be adding some speed, and I will have 2 long run, faster paced. But majority of my miles are going to be at easy pace, which to me is 8+ minutes per mile. So yeah, I mean that's how I just did a 1 hour, 19 minute and 2 second half marathon, and it was very similar to this, and it worked out very well for me. My goal was sub 120, and I beat that by almost a minute. So I think that this for me has been kind of my key to success, and I look forward to this. It is going to be hard, but I think my body's feeling really good right now. My legs are a little bit on the sorer side. I know that 14-miler, my body still is not quite used to the endurance yet. So doing 14 miles plus 3 days a week is going to help me get to where, I can do 26 miles without dying. So that's what the training block looks like. Hope this helps. I'm going to just do my best to incorporate speed into these. I'm going to incorporate hills. I'm going to incorporate downhill, a lot of downhill, since the Mount Charleston is quite a bit of downhill. It has a total of negative 5,126 feet of elevation drop. So it is going to be a fast race. It's going to be a lot of quads, and I'm super excited for it. So sub 3 hours is my goal, and sub 250 is my stretch goal. So to do that full marathon sub 3 hours, I need to be at a 6:50 minute per mile for the full 26 miles. Or in order to get that sub 250, I need to be under 6 minutes and 30 seconds per mile. I think those are both definitely doable. It's just going to come down to, I think, being smart about the Mount Charleston, since a lot of the elevation happens by 21 miles. After that, the elevation still drops. But from what I've been told is it feels like you're either flat or going uphill because it's not quite the elevation drop that you were used to for the first 21 miles. There are, I believe the start they said was a hill. You start out on a hill, and I think there's 2 other hills, and at the very end, I heard that mile 23 or 24 has a decent hill that can make or break it. So I am going to be incorporating hills. I'm going to be incorporating hills on very tired legs. I'm going to be doing a lot of downhill running to get ready for this. So those are my goals. Sub 6:30 minute per mile for the full, and that is my stretch goal. And then my goal is 6:50 per mile in order to do the sub 3 hours. And the overall big picture is April 1st, qualify for Boston for 2024. So anyway, super stoked, excited. It's going to be a lot of work. I already know that, but I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. And come April 1st, you will see a video, and I will be qualifying for Boston. So, all right, that's it. Thank you so much. I appreciate everybody, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. All right, thank you. Bye.